Hey guys, Grim here, and today's guide is brought to you by CoreDes. Today we're looking at character attributes on Diablo 2 Resurrected, how they affect the character and which ones to level. The first attribute is Strength. It increases melee damage and also allows you to wear equipment with higher strength requirements. Second attribute is Dexterity, which increases our chances to successfully hit monsters and avoid getting hit by them. Dexterity also increases ranged damage, and some items require a certain amount of Dexterity to be equipped. Besides that, Dexterity also increases your chance to block attacks with a shield when you use it. Next attribute is Vitality, which increases our character's life pool and stamina. Life is shown in this red orb. If you want your life numbers to always be shown and not just on hover, simply left click on it with the mouse. Obviously life is very important, and any veteran Diablo 2 player will tell you that you can never have too much vitality. Stamina is shown on this bar. It depletes when you run outside of town and slowly restores when you switch to walking or stand still. And the last attribute is Energy. All it does is increases your mana pool. You can see your mana in the right blue orb. So how you can raise your attributes? There are several ways. First and main one is leveling up your character. For every level you get 5 attribute points that you can distribute in any way you like. Also, some quests will reward you with extra points. Another way to increase attributes is wearing gear with these attributes. Here we have a helm that gives +1 to energy. If we equip it, energy will go up by 1 point, and mana will increase too as a result. Same goes for this +1 strength ring. It will give us 1 extra strength if we wear it. When you hover over the attribute, it will also show you base value without taking gear bonus into account. So how should we distribute our attribute points? Strength is usually raised to the point that is required to equip your gear. Strength is almost never leveled to increase your melee damage because damage gains are very small and not worth it. Let's check what we got in store. For example, we want to equip this bar dish. It requires 40 strength. We don't have this amount currently, so we can't equip it right now. When you progress through the game, you will find better and better gear that will require more and more strength. Dexterity is mostly leveled for the gear requirements as well. Amazon and Assassin classes usually put more points into Dexterity because their gear parts often have high Dexterity requirements. There is another important parameter affected by Dexterity, and it's block chance. It works best on Paladins, so if you're a Paladin, Dexterity will be important to you. As for the energy, except for a few builds, it's not a good idea to put points into this attribute. Even if you play the sorceress. Mana gains from energy are just too small. Mana pool is more effectively increased by gear that you will find when playing. On the contrary, vitality is always useful, so when you put enough points into strength and dexterity, all leftover points should go into vitality. It's better to distribute your attribute points in the correct way right from the start. Diablo 2 Resurrected doesn't give you many opportunities to reset them. You get 1 reset after completing the first quest. You can also use a special item later on, but it's fairly hard to obtain for new players, so follow our recommendations to avoid wasting attribute resets. That's it for today, thank you for watching and see you next time.